Well, our allotments are continually getting broken into. Any untold amount of damage is done. So we've started thinking about security and what we can do. So here's a little video about a few things, a few suggestions. I can't say they're good suggestions because you obviously, if you're going to make your allotment secure, you've got to take into account the legal side of these things, but they're just suggestions. So here we go. This is some of the things that we've done, or as I say, they are suggestions. So what we've done to deter the little scallywags, the ne'er-do-wells, where they were using any access point they can find, that shed was one of them. So this is thanks to our chairman, extended the fence on up with this bit of cut off Harris fencing. You can always chat some local fencing contractors up, or builders, for Harris fencing. We've extended the gate on up, look. This makes it that little bit more difficult to climb over, that's all it does. And of course we are very fortunate in having this privet hedge, the full length of the public access. That is a really good deterrent. We used to have around one edge the same sort of thing, but with hawthorn, but we're having sea defence work done, so let's go inside. So, sea defence work is actually taking away the hedges. And then also some bars in the bottom of the gate, because that's where the ne'er-do-wells were cutting through the wire and coming through. We've got a camera upper pole, and that is focused on the gate and these first couple of allotments. I think that's attached to or transmits to the chairman's phone. Right, let's have a little walk round. There, I've got one of these. It's I've got it set because I want to find out what's eating my peas. Also, I want to see what wildlife is on the plot. But that goes off, and it'll run for 15 minutes after it's been set, after it's been tripped. So, and it's got a SIM card in it. I can take the SIM card home and play it back on my computer. So you could have one of them anywhere on your plot. And then also a light. Those lights are just a few quid, but they got a sensor on, so somebody or something goes across it, the light comes on. Just another thought in the armoury. Now on my door I've put two locks, as you can see. The real strong one on the rail of the door is bolted on, and then this thing here, that simply just stopped them from using a hammer to smite down on the lock. You've got to just make it as difficult as you possibly can. And another option is this PIR. For about 35 quid you can buy one of these things. We put it in the shed, we've put it up on the, we can just put it up here, but you can stick it to something or screw it up. I would suggest if you're going to, you need to put it somewhere where it'd be difficult to get hold of, because when it goes off, a burglar would find it and just destroy it. So then we set it, watch for the blib, that's set. Now we've got a certain length of time to leave, which I think is only about 30 seconds, but you can change it And then we give it its time, and then we'll go back and see what happens. Okay, so now if I go in, I've got me blib. You see that? I've got me blib, and from outside I can cancel it so it won't go off. There we go. Did you hear that? Well, I'm going to rearm it, and hopefully you could hear the blib. Now, if I open the door with it like so, that alarm's going to go off. Lock. 2 locks. Now, I've got the, because I should need to cancel it, but in we go. And did you hear it? It's going to go off in a minute. There we go. Then I should hear on my phone in a minute, I should get a message. There we go. And that's saying whatever message I want it to say, but basically it's saying shed's gone off. So that's the kit, and as I say, you can get it for about 30 something pounds, 34 to 39 pounds. You can get that and it'll just make the noise, but for a bit more, 70 something, maybe not quite 80 pounds, you can get it with a SIM card. Then you have to buy the SIM card, and then the SIM card, as I say, you can connect it to your phone. You can connect it to more than one phone. So, just a thought. So, time to lock up. As you can see, I've got two locks on here, bolted through. Oh, well, actually, this top one isn't bolted through. It's only screwed through. 2 locks. Make it as difficult as you can. Maybe they move on to another shed instead of yours. There we go. Done. Let's go home.